Welcome to Wake the Fuck Up, a morning's best friend. This class is intelligently designed to jumpstart your energetic system, center your mind, and excite you for the day ahead, all within a short 30-minute time span. Wake the Fuck Up accomplishes this feat through a series of yoga postures, breathwork exercises, and cues to help you channel prāna, aka life force, into the stale, deflated areas of your body. It's most beneficial when practiced within an hour of waking and before ingesting any caffeine. This class is suitable for all levels. However, it is suggested that you know how to do breath of fire and bellows breathing before beginning. You can find those in a more in-depth tutorial on the rules, expectations, and philosophies of this particular class on my website, linked in the description below. When you've completed the class, I would love to hear your feedback. This helps me custom tailor these sessions to your unique desires and needs. Thank you for your presence. Enjoy. Good morning. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start in a comfortable seated position. This could mean anything for you. This could be crisscross. This could be legs in half lotus, legs in full lotus. This could be something underneath your bum or your back against a wall. Anything so that your spine is upright and you can relax your shoulders down the back. Naturally, the eyes will fall shut, and we'll take 3 deep breaths trying to ground into the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Let yourself go deep. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, settling into your meditation. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. From here, eyes remain shut, and attention starts to drill down to the very center of your being, which is to say, your heart, your stomach, your sacral area, your pelvic floor, and you simply feel what's happening there. For me, there's a little bit of openness already, but there's definitely some knots. Relax your face. Try to loosen the jaw. And try to fall into the present moment. If you can feel the center of yourself, that means you can feel the radiation effect that happens when it's pushing out. So if you can feel your heart, you can also feel the surrounding areas of the chest, the back, the arms. And you can notice what is sluggish, what is revved up. All we're doing is creating some data points for our practice. Once you have a general feel for what's going on inside, without filter, without dishonesty, just full on, this is what is happening, then you can start to shift towards the future. In 25 minutes or so, how would you like to feel? For myself, some words come to mind. I want to feel expansive at the end of my yoga practice. I want to feel light. I want to feel giddy. come up with a few adjectives of your own and try to picture yourself there already. Choose your adjective, your feeling state that you're headed towards, the bright light at the end of the tunnel. And wrap your mind tightly around it. Embody it fully right now. So for myself, the word that keeps popping up is overflowing. I want to feel overflowing today. My joy can't be capped. That's how I want to behave in the world. So with that word, I try to translate it and map it onto my body as it exists right now. So someone who is overfilled, their chest will be proud and tall. There'll be a smile on their face. They'd be breathing deeply. They would have this sharing aura. Good, let's take 3 deep breaths together, grounding that down, crystallizing the intention into something that can be felt now. Into the nose. Pause at the top, try to push through your sits bones, tilt the hips a little bit, puff the chest forward. You're holding the breath for 3, 2, 1. All the way down. You are dialed in with me. You are focused. You're doing nothing but focusing on the breath. Inhale. Taste the air. Let it filter through the arms, the legs, the face. Everything is a big bubble you're holding. You're expanding for 3, 2, 1. Easy coming down. Last one. You're already in that state. Inhale. Everything rises at once. You're feeling this in your belly, in your low back, in your thighs. You see how wide you can get yourself for 3, 2, little joy sparks up. 1. Good. Yes, come down. And we're switching immediately into cat-cows. This is all 4s. Toes can be tucked, untucked, up to you. And you rotate and tilt the pelvis back and forth. So for those of you who know me, you know that a childhood injury has left my left and right halves quite asymmetrical. So something that I like to focus on now really is this foundation. Okay, so I feel both my left hand and my right hand, my left shin and my right shin simultaneously. I imagine this dividing line going down the center of me. This requires that I close my eyes. Maybe if you know cat-cows, you can already do that. I divide, I bisect my body in half, and I see if I can mirror my 2 sides. So is my right glute flexing just as much as my left glute? Are my right fingers just as spread as my left fingers? Is my right jaw just as tense or relaxed as my left jaw? Good, you're shifting back and forth. You're not worried about what you look like. You're not worried about what I'm doing. Instead, all of your attention is inside of your spine. That's right, inside of your spine. And you see if you can move every single vertebra. Good, and you're not just moving it, you're also flexing different muscles. So when you're coming into this cow posture, your back is engaged. When you're coming into the cat, your front is engaged. We'll just do 2 more of these. And now I'd love if you could layer on your breath. Big breath, deep breath, powerful breath. Good. We're going to lift our left arm, right foot back or up. You can, of course, keep it down here. But what we're aiming to do is taking your left thumb and right heel and imagining a string pulling them up. And to do that requires that your back body engage. So maybe you just stay here, maybe you kind of oscillate back and forth, up, down, or you go out to the side and back to center line, out to the side, back to center line. If you have the stability, you close your eyes, you relax your face, and you simply explore every single angle of your back that is accessible to you. No right or wrong postures here. There, of course, is pain and not pain. But beyond that, you flow, you explore, you get out of your mind. We're going to take another 30 seconds here. Now play around with your wrist and toes. So if you haven't flexed, made a fist yet, if you haven't curled the toes under, do that. Squeeze the hell out of that glute there. 3 deep breaths. Good, switching it up. This is right arm up, left foot back. Same deal here. You slowly lift it, thumb and heel. And when you reach the top, maybe you oscillate, maybe you kind of up, down, left, right, left, right. Didn't mention this on the other side, but you're welcome to grab the back foot, kind of push through. Our back body is definitely what needs to be awoken. Considering most of society these days, we have these really weak backs, strong front body, weak back body. Close your eyes, ignore my voice. Take 3 deep breaths, engaging everything in the posterior chain. Amazing. Kicking those hips up. We're coming to a downward dog. Perhaps the first one of the day. Easy peasy, rock and roll it out. Maybe you shift between plank and downward dog. Maybe you bend the knees a little or a lot, like you see here. I'm almost crouching, getting ready to pounce forward. And in fact, that's the type of attitude that we want to take here. So you revisit your intention. I wanted to feel X, Y, Z, whatever it was. For me, it's I wanted to feel overflowing. And then you embody that feeling here in the posture. What would someone who was filled with joy act like, look like, move like? Good, you're going to come into a squat, right foot to the outside of the right hand, left foot to the outside of the left hand. You move, you shake the booty a little bit. You kind of arc into one heel and then the other. And take 5 bellows breaths with me. So this is a sharp inhale, exhale using your rib cage. So it'd be in, 2, out, 2. Good, we're going to do a couple standing and then squats. So wherever you are, you're going to stand all the way up. Maybe your arms lift. Flex your back body, look up in space. This is your inhale. Your exhale is you curving back down into the squat. Back and forth, a couple more. This is your breath pace, not mine. So I will inhale and exhale at a totally different rate than you will. Your job is to ignore me and get into yourself. Good, a couple more, maybe a little bit quicker. So in, out, in. Next inhale, you stay standing. Go ahead and lift your right leg into your chest. I'll mirror you here. You're going to flex your hip flexor, trying to get the knee naturally closer to the chest without you actually having to pry. And then you look out into the distance, you center yourself in your forehead, you embody the feeling state. Maybe you go no hands. Maybe you move that leg around, so I'm opening and closing the gate here, as we say. Good. Foot down, other leg rises. Same deal, maybe you start with hands on the shins, peeling it forward until you can start to engage the hip flexor. Maybe no hands. Feel the right toes grounded down. Open and close the gate, your hip, rock it around. Good, return it, arms up. Flex your back body, stay here, close your eyes, relax your face, put a smile on, even if it's just imagined. Pretending you already feel the way you wanted to feel. Spread your fingers wide. So I want you to remain directly in your forehead, in your third eye, and divide your body again in half, bisect it. Are your right fingers, your left fingers, evenly spreading? Is your right shoulder and left shoulder evenly flexing? Are your left toes and right toes evenly pressing into the ground? Can you generate some force from the heels and the arch to push your spine up taller? And you are allowing all this energy to just ripple through you, okay? So this is effort. Surprisingly, in yoga, you don't have to do almost anything to apply some sort of challenge. So you're flexing everything. It's starting to get a little exhausting. Are you flexing your low back? Is your neck relaxed? Starting to lose blood in my hands. Good. Maybe we take a little breath of fire here so hands can come down. You're keeping that engagement of the back body. And we'll do about 30 puffs here. So maybe chin starts to roll down towards the chest. You'll take a breath in. Breath out. Relax the shoulders. Breath in. And we'll begin with the puffs. Exhale, 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 exhale. Drive from the inside of you, Keep going, about 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, engage your pelvic floor. Interlace your hands behind you. And while you hold the breath, rock the neck all the way around. Big, big circles. Good, shake it off. This is arms, hands, you're bouncing. If you want to try that with me, if you're alone, you feel confident, out through the mouth, these big dragon breaths. Lion's roar. Good, go ahead and take a deep breath in, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Do what you will with the hands and the arms. I'm grabbing opposite elbows here. I'm pushing through my feet so that my hamstrings can get a little bit of length. My neck is totally relaxed. And the word overflowing comes back into my mind. Overflowing, overfilled, I don't remember which one it was. Synonyms. Does it really matter? Try to get this breath down into your low back so you're not worried about the stretch, you're worried about where you are aiming your attention and your breath. Breath plus attention equals prana flow. So in this case, I want to unstick my low spine. So I take a breath using my rib cage and I see if I can angle it downwards into my glutes. Imagining a big ripple starting to go down the feet and returning to the earth. Hanging out here for a couple more breaths. Count them to yourself. Maybe it's inhale 4, exhale 4. Good, we're gonna sink into a chair pose. This is you bending the knees. They stay somewhat glued together. Arms can be up, heart center, out to the side, doesn't particularly matter. Kick out the bum, relax your face. Stay here, grounding your toes. Make sure that right and left are pushing evenly, symmetrically. Joy on the face, sink a little bit lower. Allow the quads to heat up, and allow that heat to be distributed up through the abs. You can even bring belly button towards the spine and drop the chin a little bit. Your effort, your practice. Go ahead and peel your left leg off, stepping back into a high lunge. We'll actually take this high lunge even wider than normal, so step the front leg a little bit further. See if you can find some opening in the left hip flexor. Arms can stay up, behind you, out to the side, does not matter. And in fact, let's try this out. Let's sweep the arms like big snow angels. But as we do this, as the inhale comes in, you'll lift the arms way up. As the exhale, you drop them all the way down. Back and forth. You want to place your left hand down, spiraling the right hand all the way up. You're now in a twisted lunge. You close your eyes, if it's available. Maybe you look up at the top hand. And then see if you can create this straight line from wrist to wrist, engaging your left fingertips into the ground so that it has some energy, some force to work with. Then you push through. You feel the wave appear all the way up into the right fingertips. So from left fingertips to right fingertips, you feel the earth. Don't just stay here. Maybe you kind of rock and roll the hips around. Maybe you open and close the chest. Coming into a lizard lunge, go ahead and heel toe the right foot out a little bit. Come down on the back left knee. Untuck the back left toes. Maybe you stay here, kind of pushing the knee to the side. Maybe you come down on the forearms, or maybe you grab the back foot. 3 deep breaths, counting them. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Good. Maybe we do a few bellows breaths, 5 short ones. So in, 2, out, 2. Last one. Good. Left foot down. Go ahead and come into plank pose. Good. Now squeeze the whole body. Engage everything. Drag wrists back. Feel your toes, feel your hands, embody the feeling. Good, coming into a forward fold. Maybe step left foot first, then right foot. Release the head, totally. Coming into chair pose, arms up, strong legs, sinking lower than what feels comfortable or easy. Eyes reveal nothing, even though there are flames licking up the backside. Control your breath. Try to bring it into the belly. This time the left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. High lunge. Maybe even bring it a little bit wider so that you can even more feel this in your hip flexor. Good, wrists are way high. Take 3 deep breaths. Maybe arcing out, spiraling the arms. As you can see here, My fingers are spread wide the whole time. And I allow sensations to appear. Allow them to appear. One more big circle. Good. This time, right hand down, left arm up. Start with your right fingers. Feel them almost like plant roots shooting down into the ground. You actually, I wouldn't be able to lift any of those singular fingers off of the grass, the earth, or wherever you're practicing. You push through wrist to wrist, open the chest. And then if you want something natural here, maybe it's hip movement, maybe it's exploring how your spine twists in space. Maybe you play around with the eye of your elbow, back and forth, back and forth. Good. Lizard lunge. Left foot out, right foot down. And try to mirror the other side, whatever you did there. Maybe you push through the knee. Maybe you go down onto the forearms. Maybe you grab your back foot. 3 deep breaths. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Good. Now a few bellows breaths. Into, out, 2. Beautiful. Right foot down. Bring left foot to meet it. We're in plank. You're holding. Maybe you fire up by lifting one leg, squeezing the glute. Maybe placing it down the other leg. Yes. Okay, coming onto our shins. Little breath work. Little meditation. And we'll be on our way. If you want, we can do 10 bellows breaths, followed by 30 breaths of fire. So again, that's the in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2. And then the breath of fire is just pulsing our belly. Contract, contract, contract. Whenever you're ready, close your eyes, center into your heart, and we will in, out, in, out. Three more. 2, 1, switching to breath of fire, and pulse, 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 pulse. Engage your pelvic floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Zip up your pelvic floor, belly button to spine. Try to suck everything in. A narrow tube through the top of your head. And then maybe you bring your arms to flex here so your entire body is engaged, engulfed in the heat. Flex your legs, relax your face, sparks of joy. 3, 2, 1, let it go. Shake it off, going for one more round. Whenever you're ready. Pelvis tilts, eyes closed, centered mind. Into, out, 2, into, out, 2. Three, 2, 1. Switching to breath of fire. Puff, 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 puff. Focus your mind. 10 more. Push, push, push. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. If you're on your shins, maybe you come up. So you peek at me real quick. I'm interlacing my hands and back bending. Everything is engaging down my midline. Good. Let love expand from the heart. Release down. Take a comfortable seat that could be still on the shins, that could be crisscrossed, how you started the class. And now I want you to check back in with your energetic state. Do you feel different, even if it's subtle? That feeling word, that adjective that you took, do you feel any closer to it? And now that you have this clearer mind and this more vibrant, energetic frequency, I want you to map out the rest of your day. Not the tasks, not the projects, not the anxious to-dos. The feeling state. When shit hits the fan, and it will, how do you want to bounce back? Can you see yourself optimistic, happy? So enthused that people are kind of whispering, pointing at you, saying, "Who's that guy? Who's that girl? Why are they so lit up? Can I have what they're having?" All right. Be the light that you know you are, that I know you are. Enjoy your day. If you have time, definitely take a shavasana or meditation. Ground down. Do what else needs to happen for your morning to make this the best day yet. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your presence. Namaste.